Hi friends, I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit and my intuition and the tarot to communicate energy frequencies to you, the beautiful viewer. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you came across this video, the message was meant to find you. Now, I am in tune with the collective of this channel, and certainly new viewers are always welcome. If you leave an energetic exchange, I can certainly tap into your energy here to get a little bit more acquainted with your energy. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and I hope to see you guys here again. And for those of you guys returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. I don't know what we're going to see here, but this is a collective reading. So whatever spirit is wanting to communicate right now to you is going to come through. So we'll ask spirit for a clear and concise message in regards to this collective reading. What does spirit want you to know for the greatest and highest good right here, right now for the collective? What do they need to know? What message wants to come through? We'll pull a whole bunch of oracles and do some tarot, and we'll kind of intuitively go through each card as they pull out. So we do have the 4th house, which is home. So this is all about roots and family, self-care, emotions, mother, children, femininity. The number 42, also the number 6, which could be the Lovers in Tarot, which is always about a choice. So we might be emotionally faced with a choice to make here. Could be in regards to our family, could be in regards to our emotions. I'm feeling strong divine feminine from this card. Let's keep going. Actually, I'm going to open the window because it's getting very hot in here. So I'm going to be right back, okay? Sorry about that. I was sitting right in the sun. So let's take a look. So what does spirit want to communicate here in the 4th house about home, emotions, foundations, femininity? We could be getting in touch with our divine feminine side. So if you are resonating as a masculine, you could be coming in touch with balancing out your feminine side, ability to receive. Okay. We also have the 12th house here with introspection. So yeah, we're going inwards. We're reviewing something here. So I am feeling for those of you guys who are embracing your masculine, because we all have, again, feminine, masculine energies. I feel like spirit is recognizing you, kind of reflecting here and going inwards to find a balance, because 6 is all about balance, balancing out your feminine, opening your heart up to receiving unconditional love, family. But I feel like there is a challenge here. See, the number 50 could be significant, but really 5 here is all about challenges and changes. So I feel like whatever is going on is internal here. We have all the chakras. So you might be aligning your energies, and a big part of aligning the energies would be to get your masculine and feminine in check. Now, for those of you guys who are resonating as a divine feminine here, I feel like you guys are also doing some sort of balancing with within your own chakras, within your own body when it comes to energy. We have the 7th house, which is relationship. Okay, so 12th house could be endings, healing, closure, spirituality, karma, afterlife, subconscious. 7th house, like it says here, all about relationships. This is marriage, contracts, could be business partners, definitely relationships, okay? Sharing. 45 could be significant. This is also the number 10. So some of you guys might be dealing with, yeah, like maybe an ending of a partnership here where you're needing to heal from, okay? Or if you are resonating with an end of a partnership, maybe we're needing to open up ourselves to receive love. We might be a little closed off from that, or we might just be spiritually ascending on our path to our greatest good by balancing out who we authentically are here. So we have Neptune with vision, number 26. Number 8's also a pretty balanced number. And 8 calls for courage. Neptune vision. Okay. So I think a lot of you guys are working on, reflecting on, maybe getting very clear. There might be, like I said, a relationship here, a partnership, something that might have come to an end, or something that has triggered you to go inwards and really get clear, to understand more about yourself and maybe how you show up in relationships, relationship to yourself and relationships as a whole. Okay, so let's see. Why is Spirit showing this to us? Spirit, can we get some more for the collective? What more do we want to communicate to the collective here in regards to this? We have 2 cards coming out. We have the leader's affirmation. I know how to lead because I know what needs to be done. It's 2 people here again, so that partnership. One person is leading. One person looks like they have a knowing here. And one person looks like they're following. And here we have the Emperor. Now it is in reverse, which is confirming to me that energy I was feeling here for some of you guys who are fully immersed in your masculine energy here. I feel like there is spirits talking about you balancing out your feminine side. Okay, like I said, we all have masculine, feminine. I feel like this is allowing you to receive love and give love, because I feel like there's a heavy energy coming through here that's still really wrapped up in an ego. Okay, and when I mentioned the number 8, right here, number 8, it's giving me that heavy strength card in the tarot, where the maiden's trying to tame the lion. I feel like you might be a little unruly. I think there's an ego here that's being called to question here. Something about having to lead as well, and having to go inwards to check. But it says here, I am worthy of respect because I am respectful of all. Then we have this Emperor here with a butterfly talking about transformation. So I feel, yeah, 2 things going on here. The feminine is certainly going inwards to get in touch with their spirituality here. I feel like there is healing being done on both sides here if you are in a partnership. And I feel a masculine energy here is having to really drop an ego and go inside and really take a look at how he can be more receptive to love and get very clear as to what it is that he wants for himself. And Divine Feminine is looking at how she can heal and be empowered. But yeah, there might be like a power struggle here between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine here, okay? Or at least one dynamic here feels like there's a power struggle here. Like one person should be leading the way. But I do feel like there is someone here who has a knowing. There's someone here who has a knowing. And it could very well be that the Divine Masculine and his ego is not wanting to be a follower. But I do feel like one energy does have a knowing here. So it could be a challenge for someone with an ego to follow in someone else's maybe vision. Okay. We have Eclipse in Cancer, number 28, and number 10 as well. Acceptance, an emotional phase or domestic development. Yeah, that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here, because we did talk about the 4th house involving our emotions, and there is acceptance here. So I feel like there's some sort of resistance I'm feeling here, mostly from the person with the ego. Okay, and being led. So I feel like both parties have gone inwards to review here. We have here Sun in Pisces, the number 12, higher purpose. Align yourself with love and wisdom. Higher purpose, getting in touch with higher self, aligning self with love and wisdom. Number 12 is also the number 3, which is working together, collaborating and cooperating. And I feel like if there is somebody here who's leading, the other person might feel like rebelling. And it could be this reverse emperor who's feeling like maybe he isn't able to open up to releasing some of this ego. And in order to do that, he's going to have to get in touch with his feminine side, which is all about receptivity, allowing oneself to be led without feeling like they're too much in their ego. The fact that we have vision here, I think there's almost like a feeling I'm getting here of both parties wanting to become very, very clear. But I feel like one's rebelling for the sake of following their own vision, just for the sake of keeping their ego alive, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's see some more, Spirit. Why are we seeing this dynamic? We have the oak. There's the 3 acorns. And I was talking about collaboration and cooperation. And we have cat. Interesting, because I picked the cat tarot to do today's reading here. Cat. So could be literal. You guys might have a cat here, might be confirmation for you if you're developing your intuition here. But I mean, the cat to me is somebody who is a little bit rebellious. Okay, cats kind of do their own thing. Cats are kind of difficult to work with here, because they're of their own mind and they're a little wild. Okay, and I feel like the acorns here, I'm getting a really secure type of a harvest here with oak. So I feel like somebody's more thinking long-term cooperation, long-term sort of benefits of the long term, or storing away for a stability of long term, so not being without. And I feel like somebody here might be rebelling in this cat energy here, not wanting to collaborate. But what I get with this cat energy is like, you know, the minute you're kind of not in tune with this cat and doing your own thing, the cat's curious and the cat comes back and the cat wants to be involved, but the cat doesn't want to be pet at all times, or the cat just kind of wants to observe. Okay, that's kind of what I'm picking up here. So let's see, Spirit, why do we have this for the collective? What more? You know what? I am kind of tempted here to read oak. Just because intuitively, like I said, I'm getting that whole collaboration, cooperation, and more long-term, like when we store the acorns for the winter type thing here. But there might be something here that's giving us some clue as to why we're seeing oak. Could be here. I saw cat. Oak. Okay. So the mighty and tall oak emerges from a tiny acorn. The oak is seen as a symbol of strength, honor, knowledge, divination, and longevity. It is associated with many deities, including Zeus, Dagda, and Thor, to name just a few. Perhaps it is because of these deities that the oak has a reputation for being prone to lightning strikes. The face of the enigmatic green man is often made from oak leaves. The oak grows with slow and steady progress, which results in its wood being strong and durable. Messages: stand your ground, be proud. What you are putting your energy and belief into is worthwhile and honorable. Progress may be hard to see in the present, but the future will reveal the significant impact of your efforts. Don't overlook the little details because they seem unimportant or commonplace. Those details could become larger obstacles or issues very quickly. There is a doorway or an opportunity right in front of you that you haven't discovered yet. Relax your mind, allow your vision to blur, and it will become apparent. So I'm feeling two energies here. I'm feeling, most likely, take it how it resonates, the divine feminine here, divination, trying to get close to her divinity, and she is going inwards, and she's making slow progress. And I feel like this is her healing herself here and standing firm with what it is she's wanting here. I feel like this cat energy here could certainly be the divine masculine, not wanting to be tamed, kind of sticking around, kind of a little unruly, a little rebellious. But I feel like there is healing being done by the divine feminine, and I feel she has a vision here in which will inspire this cat to find its own vision. But I think the cat is very curious right now as to what's going on here with this, with the divine feminine. Okay, so the cat being the divine masculine, he's curious as to how this divine feminine is healing. But in turn, I feel like both parties here are healing, whether they recognize it or not, in a very slow way. It's also a message about being firm. So if you have this cat person trying to, I don't know, trying to deter or come in and distract, it is saying for the divine feminine to be firm and solid in her position. Okay, so we have protect your heart with 47. Protect your heart. Yes, healing. We have cast your sacred symbols with 63. Okay, this is getting it in tune with your divinity here. Number 9. And we have the one who hides the sun with the number 8. So it could very well be that the divine masculine here, when I'm feeling, could have been getting in the way of the divine feminine's vision, okay? Her clarity, her understanding. And I feel like there is this need to protect her heart, a need to heal, a need for her to get in touch with her divinity, a need for her to find clarity here in what it is that's going to make her happy. And I feel like it's funny because the one who hides the sun is represented as this cat, and then the divine masculine is also this cat. So I feel like the cat's getting in the way of the clarity, or the cat, the divine masculine, getting in the way of her getting certain, or her happiness here, okay? So he's getting in the way of her happiness. I feel like she's been trying to do slow progress, trying to go inwards here, trying to get very clear, trying to protect her heart. And I feel like the divine masculine is also here trying to protect his heart, hence why he's a little bit skeptical and a little bit skittish, okay? Because cats are a little skittish. So let's ask why we're seeing this. Spirit, why are we seeing this here? So I'll take the one that revealed itself. We have accept what is. I accept, embrace my inner majesty. That's that card we were seeing here, right? The inner majesty, accepting what is. So could have been an ending here. And now both parties are learning to kind of accept what's going on here. Although I feel like the cat is more observing and witnessing the divine feminine healing herself, or what it is she's doing to progress here. Okay, but he might be trying to interfere. And I think this is the message, is that for some of you guys, you might be dealing with a divine masculine who, instead of focusing on self, keeps coming, blocking the sun, blocking the clarity here, blocking the vision. And he needs to get clear of the vision. He needs to find his femininity, his ability to receive. We have here believing in magic. True magic is abounding in my life. Okay, so I feel like this is the need for divine feminine to recognize that she is divine and that she will be finding this magic here, that she's bound to have happiness here, because I feel like she's been maybe in the shadow of, you know, this divine masculine, casting shadows on her happiness here. And look at the stars crying. So it's like hopes and wishes, and then there's all these tears. So it's almost like, you know, the divine feminine is almost believing like magic's maybe not for her. We have cultivating, interesting, because we have the oak, cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Yeah, there's something here about her believing in what it is that she's doing here to heal, because I feel like it is slow, and I feel like the divine masculine might be interfering. Now, I'm not generally wanting necessarily to poo-poo on the divine masculine here, but I do feel like there is an energy here which is feeling very twin flamish, where one person is, you know, ascending and the other person is needing to reflect and then mirror what the other person is doing as one person ascends. It's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Okay. And I think it's causing a lot of triggers here. It's causing a lot of triggers. And let's see, what else do we have here? Spirit, why are we seeing this? Can we get some more? Can we get some more in this general message, collective message, divine feminine, divine masculine? Why are we seeing this? Okay, we have two cards. We have cave, protection. Interesting, because we have protect your heart. So maybe both parties are in a stance of being protected, protective. See how her arms are blocked. So I have a feeling divine masculine might be wondering why the divine feminine is pulled away. Maybe she's in an energy here where she hasn't been before, where she is very guarded and not in her receptivity energy because she is needing to heal. So he's curious here, okay? Because she's withdrawn into her cave. And we have here east with beginnings. Number 3. And we had 17. Which is the number 8 again. That's that courage. That's the strength. That's the dropping of ego. 3 is all about working together, collaboration, getting clear. I feel like divine feminine's getting clear with her vision here. She's wanting a new beginning here. And she is moving towards a new beginning here, okay? But I feel like because there is 3 here, there's this, I don't know, there's like this energy here of maybe her having to get clear and move on with a new beginning, despite maybe there being some sort of cooperation here from the divine masculine. Let's see. One more from this tarot pack. Why are we seeing this, spirits? And we got clear and concise message. The sun, light, yeah, number 6. 6 is again the lovers, which is making a choice. He who blocks, or the one who blocks the sun. Okay. I feel like she is now wanting to remove any obstacle that's keeping her from her happiness by having a new beginning. Getting very clear. And I feel like divine masculine's been getting in the way here with his traumas, with his unhealed self. So I feel like she is wanting to get very clear with her vision, moving towards the light here with the sun. Sun is very positive, and she's made this choice with the lovers, the decision too. And if she hasn't, she's making or choosing this decision to find true happiness here. And walk towards the light, walk towards the sun, walk towards what makes her happy here. So she might be moving very slowly here with the oak in trying to gather and with the introspection, so that she can slowly move and have a new beginning towards this beautiful sun energy. Like, look at this sun energy. And I can't help but notice there's 2 people here, okay? 2 divine feminine. So could also be a message for the divine feminine to connect with maybe another divine feminine who's experiencing or wanting to also move towards the light here, have a new beginning. And that's maybe why we're seeing 3 is like you aren't alone. You know, there's maybe a community of people or a friend you can rely on that's helping you get through this decision, helping you move through this new beginning here. So we have Pleione 44, Mother of the Sea, Goddess. I surrender to the boundless creative flow of the ocean. Ocean is all about our emotions and giving into our emotions and surrendering here with the Goddess. So I'm getting that energy again of having to embrace our divine feminine, our ability to receive love, our ability to recognize our emotions and not push them away. I also feel like with that creative flow, might be something here that she's creatively focused on, that's bringing her happiness right now, that's allowing her to have a new beginning here. Okay, we have 22. Interesting, 22 is half of 44. The Holy Child, Starseed. I am a divine child of the universe. Inner child, I feel here. So I'm feeling divine feminine, divine masculine energy coming through here. And I'm getting a couple messages. One, that I feel the divine feminine. Okay, again, you don't have to be resonating with the gender so much as the energy. Okay, I feel like she is most likely more ahead with her development here, and the divine masculine being half of that. But I feel like he's really needing to do inner child work here. Okay, and I feel like both parties are needing to get in touch with their emotions, but I feel like there could be a mother-child type dynamic going on here, where she may have been, you know, trying to heal said divine masculine here, rather than focusing inwards on her own emotions, trying to nurture a divine masculine here who, I mean, he can only really nurture himself here, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. And maybe she's shifting her energy here, and the one who really blocks the sun is her own choice to maybe decide to try to heal someone here who needs to heal themselves with the Holy Child Starseed. I feel like this person has the ability to go inwards and to heal themselves, to get very clear, without the healing of this beautiful Mother of the Sea. So we have the Huntress quest, the Pleiades light, my quest to be wild and free. Wild and free, like the cat here, the Huntress. Okay, let's see if we see some more. Alcyone. Why do we see this Huntress quest? Wild and free. Okay, we have the Taygeta, the number 26. That's not number 3 again. Collaborating, cooperating, and this is like two energies coming together to build a third magical thing. It's like, you know, one person is powerful, two people coming together build this third type of an energy with synergy here is what I'm feeling. 26, that's the number 8 again, which is that strength, ego, the triple star grid, align. I connect and align with my higher consciousness. So I definitely feel like there is some aligning with true authentic self in both parties here. I feel like both parties are being called to go into the light, the wild and free, be their authentic self. That is really the target here. That is really the vision here. We have Taygeta 28, the 7 sisters, or the number 10. Circle, sisterhood enriches my life. For those of you guys feeling alone here, I keep seeing the number 3. I feel like there is a community or a friend or someone here. You're able to get through your healing a lot quicker here. Could be a group of, you know, sisters in the community who are going through similar things. So the message could certainly be for someone here who feels alone or feels like they're having a difficult time tapping into their higher consciousness in order to heal themselves. I feel like there is this beautiful energy that's going to help speed up or give some sort of progress here with the divine feminine. Now, if you're a divine masculine here, I feel like he is very wrapped up in what the divine feminine is doing here and needing to connect with his own higher consciousness. The circle, I'm feeling the circle of life here is coming through strongly. Let's see what more we have here for the collective. Why we're seeing this, Spirit. Why are we seeing this message? What more do we have for the collective? We have 50, Rhino. That's that changes and Rhino. Yeah, someone maybe being very tough-skinned, a little stubborn here. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Also message from Spirit that we can overcome this period of time here. And look how abundant this Rhino is with all of the blossoms. I feel like the stubborn energy here, maybe the one who is unmovable, is asking to embrace what is strong within them in order to blossom or bloom into what's beautiful about them. Because, yeah, there's the message here of embracing that quality that, you know, someone who is very firm, that stubborn side that could be put into something beautiful here in their own healing, or focused towards their own blossoming. They're focused towards their own abundance and being stubborn and fixed and overcome this type of an obstacle. Yeah, where they're targeting that, because I feel like for the divine masculine, he might be targeting an energy here of the divine feminine with being stubborn and unruly, rather than really looking at where he should be targeting, which is going inwards and using that energy to focus on what he needs to kind of do in order to blossom, to bring out the beautiful side of him here in order to overcome this. We have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power with 44. I don't think I've ever seen this card. Wow, 44 again. Were we not seeing that with, yeah, this one? 44, and I was getting the divine feminine here. I feel like she is really stepping into her power, okay? So you're being called here, divine feminine, to really embrace your divine feminine. You're really ascending. You're being in this type of an energy where you're no longer allowing anyone to block your sun. I mean, the Panther can get quite vicious, but the Panther can also be quite controlled and protective in a safe environment. So I feel like there's a need for you to protect yourself, your boundaries, reclaim your power back. Maybe a lot of you guys are being bullied here, or, yeah, bullied here, or the divine masculine might come in abruptly here and charge in. So there's a need for you to reclaim your power. Stand firm in your power. Okay, so we have Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up with the number 2. So maybe this is why we're seeing this message. Something is, I do feel there's an acceleration here. And there is a message about getting in touch with community or friend that is going through similar type of lesson, I guess, if you will. But I feel like something is speeding here. We have the Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch with 18. Bring a gentle touch. Yeah, look at this. There's nothing gentle about this Rhino, and this Panther is pretty vicious. So I feel like there's a middle ground here. And the fact that something is speeding up, there might be a message here of how to be kind of more balanced or more gentle here, rather than embracing an energy here maybe that we've been showing up in on either side. Let's see, what do we have? 54, Skunk, know your worth. So I feel this is definitely for the one who might feel as though she, because I do feel as divine feminine, is maybe getting railroaded in some sort of way. She's now knowing her worth. She's now knowing her worth here. Interesting. Okay. And the divine masculine may needs to have a lesson here in understanding his worth. But instead of doing the work, I feel like he might be more focusing in on what the divine feminine is working on or doing here, or pulling away. All he knows is that she might be, you know, acting a little standoffish. She might be a little defensive. She's protecting her heart. So I feel like something's intensifying here for sure. Yeah, regeneration. This is a period in which maybe something has come to an end because of, you know, tempers flaring, situations that just seemed kind of desolate, where nothing was growing. I feel like there is healing that could be done here. There is a regeneration of... Oh, hey! Guys! That was crazy! They attacked each other. I've never seen that. Wow. Alright. They did not like that. Just when we were talking about masculine and feminine getting into a fight. Cat, that was crazy. They're best friends and they got into a fight. Okay, well, now that I pretty much got freaked out because they were like attacking each other, I think they're calm now. Where was I? I totally snapped out of my where I was here, but I feel like there was something that happened here, okay? And I feel like people are having to heal from this crazy outburst. Let's see. What do we have more here, Spirit? Why are we seeing that? Wow. 30. Tick-tock. Look at that. Tick-tock. Life is speeding up. Something's happening here. Okay. This is what we're getting to. We took a while to get here, but I feel like this is the message. What is... Yeah, let's pull. What is this TikTok about? Why are we talking about timing here? What's coming in here? What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? We have come to the edge. I'll pull a few. The number 36. For the number 9. Observer. Okay. Wow, I feel that cat energy is really an observer here. And look, staring, and this fox usually represents someone who could be a little bit sly or a little bit, you know, deceptive in a way, but he's staring at the moon, which is all the feminine energy here. So I feel like the masculine or whoever it was here that was kind of in their fake energy is looking at this divine feminine, and she's like pushing herself to the edge here. I feel like she's really drawing him into whatever it is here that he's needing to reflect on. TikTok. Okay, why are we seeing TikTok? We have chop wood. This is what we do every day, day in, day out, day in, day out. And this is that slow progress here. Number 6, which is all about, like I said, the lover is having to make a choice here. I think day in, day out, there is a choice to be made here in how this divine masculine is showing up. And I feel like he's really contemplating and observing how the divine feminine is getting through this. Let's see. We have the fault line. Yeah, things are about to, with the desert, things are really shifting here for you guys, okay? The venom. Yeah. Okay. So this is why we're seeing it. Wow. This went really round circle. So I'm still like freaked out about my cats. Okay. So fault line. It's really talking about, you know, when we're holding something all together here, but we know at any point it's just going to shatter. Okay. So this is like, it's kind of like the tower, where we're maybe living in falsities, and we understand that the foundation that which we're building has a huge crack in it. So it doesn't matter how much we build to it, eventually the fault line will crack. Okay. And I feel like there is this energy here with the desert is somebody being, they're slowly being engulfed in what it is that they're having to do here in order to address this fault line, because we can't keep going on and on without addressing the main root or problem or foundational crack here. So I feel like divine masculine energy that I'm feeling here, again, we see the moon, and he's kind of reaching out, because I feel like he's being drowned in this type of an energy where he's going to have no choice but to recognize his own healing, getting in touch with his own divine feminine energy. And I feel like he is observing, or has been observing, you know, what it is that divine feminine's been doing here. And day in, day out, he's going to have to do the work to get in touch with his divine feminine here. And it is getting in touch with emotions and our subconscious here. But I feel like he's drowned here, okay? He has no choice but to take a look at this fault line, and I feel like he's angry about it, and maybe that's when my cat's getting all crazy here with this venom, okay? This could be somebody saying hurtful things, somebody spewing hurtful things here, you know? So if he comes in with venom, know your worth, divine feminine, okay? Because there is a middle ground here in order to bring a gentle touch. I feel like if you do tit for tat and kind of go and play with venom, then I feel like we can have a situation here where both parties are kind of coming at each other pretty, that's not the one, combative here, okay? One person protective and vicious, and the other one very firm and charging in a stubborn way. So there is a middle ground here, so not to engage in any sort of like venom that is being spewed. And I'm thinking this person might be coming with some hurtful words, okay? This might be the last hurrah in which the divine masculine is really needing to go inwards, and he might throw everything at you. Ash, this is giving me that same energy we were seeing with this card right here. This regeneration. I feel like, yeah, like everything kind of got burnt away, and now there's like this this kind of a almost lifeless, but like wherever there was a fire, wherever things were really getting overheated, I feel like eventually the flame and the fire will subside here, okay? And there'll be like nothing really left except to do the work, because eventually I feel like this will burn out, and it needs to burn out in order for there to then be some sort of growth. So could potentially be this person coming out with this like fiery type energy, maybe being angry, maybe spewing venom, and then I feel like it's gonna burn, it's gonna hurt, but eventually all that's left is ash, and this person has to heal. This person has to heal, okay? I know it sounds a little painful here. Food, nourishment, relationships, health. We have that relationship again. This is healing, right? Food allows us to heal. That's the food, or soul food, that allows us to nourish things. Fairies, environment, playtime, enchantments. That's that magic we were seeing. Fairies. Something here that I feel divinely is intervening here, that's providing the healing for both of you guys. We have selenite. You might want to get a piece of selenite here. We have spiritual activation, stimulation. That is that spiritual divinity and getting in touch with the spiritual side. So if you do have selenite, certainly wants to have that on you, especially in a situation here where things are moving in a direction where there might be a fast fire here. Dress rehearsal, alternative course choices. This could certainly be the last hurrah before the real thing, okay? Because dress rehearsal, I feel, is, you know, the very last attempt we kind of have before we got to go on stage and perform. So I feel like this person might feel a sense of, yeah, this is like the last attempt at maybe keeping things the same, or a cycle the same, or, which is why they might be spewing venom or coming like with their last, everything they have here, before I feel they, again, do the healing and need to show up for themselves, okay? Whether they show up in this relationship at some point, I feel they're being called to do this. New waxing moon, conception, inner self, and expansion. Yeah, so the dress rehearsal right before the new moon, right before doing the inner work, right before expansion, getting into our full capacity. So I think this message is for any of you divine feminines that are dealing with an unruly masculine here. It's really painting the story of what's going on here. And if you haven't heard from your divine masculine in a while, you know, this could certainly be him coming in kind of stubborn, kind of unruly, kind of fiery. You might say some hurtful things here, or just be kind of in a desperate state, I feel, because I do feel him feeling you moving away or getting clear with what you want. There's the Emperor who's coming in reverse. I'm going to leave it in reverse. We were getting that initially with this card, right? We saw the Emperor, it came in reverse. So I feel, yeah, there's an Emperor here who is certainly working on himself, needing to get in touch with his own divine feminine, being receptive, opening heart to healing, doing inner child wounds, and he might be more focused on what you're doing. It's Aries energy. This is our ships coming in, okay? This is doing the work and laying all the planning and all the work in order for us to get on the ship of our own future, looking to the horizons, being optimistic about our future and what could come in. So I feel like this is giving me this type of an energy too. It's like, eventually, you know, you guys are going to have to kind of move towards a direction that you guys want to choose for yourself here. So either this person can show up or remain, yeah, in their own energy. Aquarius energy with the star. This is beautiful energy. That's healing again, self-healing, but it's also like, I feel like, you know, there is a wish here. You guys are each other's wish fulfillment. This also talks about travel, distance, all three of these cards. So there could be this need to travel towards each other, or some sort of travel involved. If you guys are near each other, then this could certainly be bridging the distance between you guys. Six of Swords is removing oneself from some mental anguish. You have the Devil. So yeah, I feel like there is something toxic here that the Emperor is needing to release in order to get into his full divine masculine here. This is Capricorn energy. Could be in a toxic situation here, cycle of sorts, codependency of sorts that's needing to break. And I feel he's fighting tooth and nail. Maybe you are fighting tooth and nail here because it's giving a sense of stability. This is long-term legacy, family. I feel like there is a battle. We're seeing the number 5 again, which is changes, and then the number 10, which is again an ending here. So I feel like somebody feels like it's fight or flight time, and it could very well be that the divine masculine is willing to fight to keep things toxic, or fight to keep things codependent here, because they feel this is their sense of security. Although, you know, I feel like once they recognize here that they're going to have to shed and be more ash and put out that crazy fire in order to rejuvenate and regenerate here some newness that's healthy. So we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. That is an imbalance. Somebody showing up and the other person not quite putting in the energy or the effort here. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit is saying is there's a need to act in truth and be truthful in a situation and lay clear boundaries, okay? Because I feel like with this Ace of Swords in reverse, there is this self-deception, or this, we're unclear, or we might be not living in our truth or communicating what it is that's truthful. With both of these, it's just reinforcing that not being clear, not being direct, not having our vision, not being certain, okay? And it's also reinforcing to me, for those of you guys who are clear and have our vision, we can now be borderline bitchy, because this is cutting words, and we were seeing that, okay? And with my cats fighting here, so really like cold, being very, yeah, being very cold. But there is a way to be honest and truthful and to lay boundaries and clear. So I think what Spirit is saying is there might be a position in here in which you're having to bring a balanced self, okay? Maybe not showing up with cutting words and being very hurtful, because I mean, somebody here obviously needs to heal and maybe they deserve to be chewed out in some way, but I feel like Spirit wants you to maintain a boundary, maintain clarity, maintain truth, be clear. So if you haven't, don't be wishy-washy, be very clear about what you want to bring balance to your situation. It's actually like this, okay? So this might be breaking the cycle here. Maybe you haven't been communicating your truth. You haven't been communicating what you want. You haven't been very clear to this person, what you want to bring balance to a situation, what you want to receive, what you're willing to offer here, okay? And then stick to your boundary and leave it at that, okay? Because I feel like this Emperor is needing to really break the chains of any sort of addictions and codependencies and toxic behaviors that they're showing up in, and they're really looking to you. Let's pull some final words here. We'll pull some of these tarot cards, and then I'll pull the cat tarot cards as well, just to pull some final words from Spirit. Collective message. We have the Queen of Wands, beautiful, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and then the High Priestess. So Queen of Wands is somebody very confident here. This is somebody very attractive, bringing in with the law of attraction, what she wants. She is very confident and direct. I feel your person is still very attracted to you. Certainly, I feel like there is a need for your person to prioritize, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse could be us feeling really imbalanced and not able to keep up and turbulent in making choices here. So I feel like your person isn't listening to their inner self with the High Priestess in reverse. It could be ignoring or neglecting what we're telling ourselves is, you know, how to prioritize or how to stay balanced. And I feel like things are really out of balance and your person's really being called to look at that. But I feel like this type of an energy we were seeing, you're with the law of attraction doing something here in which you're bringing in a type of an energy where your person is observing you, okay? And I feel like if you're listening to your High Priestess and what you're supposed to be doing, your person's going to be mirroring you and, you know, really choosing that for themselves. But because this is all about, you know, going back and forth, trying to decide and options. It's also about balance. So I feel like your person has been out of balance, has been very turbulent, hasn't been listening to their High Priestess. There could have been even secrets here, okay, that they weren't truthful, because we saw the Ace of Swords in reverse. So why are we seeing this, Spirit? Final words here. Why are we seeing this? So we do have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And then we were seeing also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with the Queen of Swords and Aries, Capricorn here. So we have the Hangman in reverse. That is Pisces energy. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. And finally, we have the Queen of Cups. Look at that. And King of Wands. Wow. So, definitely we're dealing with somebody that has an ego of sorts with the King of Wands, okay? But this is upright when I read the bottom of the deck. So I feel like your person is needing to build up their confidence in a healthy way, not in an egotistical way, okay, with the King of Wands. And confidence to have the courage to want to, yeah, and look at that. Under that's the King of Pentacles. So we have Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So under that is a very stable, fatherly type energy, someone committed, okay? So I feel like your person is being called to find their courage, find their confidence in order to show up as this beautiful King of Pentacles, who is solid, stable, fatherly type energy, committed. But I feel like what's happening here is that you might be seeing something from some perspective that is like that Rhino, that reverse Emperor, a little bit stuck in their ways, because this is needing to go and have a different perspective of the situation. And in reverse is like we're committed to something foolishly and not committing ourselves to what we need to be committed to here in order to release us from some sort of limitation. Okay, so Eight of Swords, this is limitations we put on ourselves by telling ourselves an untruth or something that we can't do. And of course, if we start to believe it, it keeps us captive here. It could be a mental prison of sorts that we keep ourselves in. And I feel like it keeps them in a state of confusion here, okay? Not being able to choose and going back and forth and kind of being very muddled. But the fact that it's in reverse, I feel like your person is needing to come out of this fog and get very clear, because we're seeing vision. So they are being called to see this vision here and come out of a state of anxiety here where, you know, they are in their head and they're having sleepless nights and they're getting anxious. And I feel like you guys are mirroring each other here, okay? Because if we're Eight of Swords, we start to have these like anxious feelings that we're not good enough or we can't get out of some sort of fog. But I feel with this in reverse, this is coming out of a state of anxiety. And I feel like you're really leading the way here with your love, with your compassion, with the Queen of Cups here. She's creative. We're seeing that creativity again. It was this card here. Right? Mother of the sea. I surrender to boundless creative flow of the ocean. She's creative. She's beautiful. And she still gives love. So if you've been in a bitchy type energy here or not really open to your person, I feel like there's a way to be compassionate and balanced emotionally. Okay? I think that is the message here, because your person is really, I mean, it's not your job to heal someone. Again, mother, child. Okay? But I feel like it is our job to show up in a way where we are respectful of people in their own journey. So I feel like your person is, you know, going through a journey here. They're needing to heal. I feel like your compassion, your ability to walk the higher ground, to remain balanced in your emotions, regardless of the situation that's happened here, in order for this person to really break themselves out of a situation here where they're not clear, because I feel like they're going through whatever maybe you've already gone through. So there's an understanding here because you've done it before. And believe it or not, you're kind of manifesting this. This person is being called to do the same thing, okay? This is the chop wood. This is day in, day out. What are they doing to further themselves here? And I feel like, I do feel like I want to pull maybe one more card here, Spirit. Last card here for the beautiful collective. Last card here. Last card here. Justice. Now it was coming in reverse, so I feel like this is a strong message here, okay? Either we could bring in justice in our situation, balance. We can bring in this justice. Where things, this was coming lopsided, this was lopsided. Where things are unbalanced, this was coming upside down too. Okay, where things are imbalanced, we could be very firm, we could be very honest, we could say what we want, we could put our boundaries, we could say this is what we're willing to give, this is what we're willing to receive. And then the other person has a choice to, you know, really prioritize and choose what they want to do here in order to bring balance to a situation. Justice, where maybe there was injustice, where people were bitter, people were angry, people were confused, things were imbalanced. I feel like there is a need to bring balance, and I do feel like you will find justice here as long as you are able to respectfully understand that someone else is going through a journey here in which they are really observing you. They're really following kind of in your footsteps here, right? So if you are cold or standoffish or show up in a way that's not in this beautiful Empress type healing energy, then your person may inhabit the same types of energies here, okay? Now, it doesn't mean you have to give your person, shower them with love, but the Queen of Cups knows how to be compassionate and caring, and she has control of her emotions. She doesn't get overly emotional, overly attached. She just knows how to, you know, be balanced here and give love where love is needed. So I do feel a new beginning here. I feel like you guys are doing inner healing, inner growth, and this is the message I have here for you guys. Thank you so much. Sorry for the cats. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.